Hello, everyone. So today we're going to be using Meta AI to explain Newton's first law of motion. Now, as you remember from the story here, Newton's first law says an object at rest stays at rest unless a net external force acts on it. And an object in motion stays in motion unless a net external force acts on it. Now, this means two things, and I'm going to be using two drawings to do that. I'm going to be using my drawing of cell here to show this explanation and drawing of Newton over here. All right, so let's look at cell here, for example. Cell is at rest. So Newton's first law says that because he's at rest, he will continue to be at rest forever. But Newton's law also says that if I were to push him or produce a force on cell, it'll stop him from being at rest and it'll cause him to be in motion. So if I were to say, take this here and I were to produce a force, it's going to stop cell from being at rest. And instead, what it'll do, just going to stop annotating for a second. What it's going to do is it's going to make him start moving forever. Okay, it's going to start making him move forever. Okay, so that's Newton's law. And it's important because sometimes the movement could be a second when we cause an object to move. Sometimes it could be 2 seconds. Sometimes it could be a day, a couple of years. It depends. Now, Newton's first law also says something else, right? So in this case, let's use Newton's animation of him jumping right here. So Newton's law says that because he's jumping, he's going to move all the way towards space because he's in motion, right? So he's going to keep moving all the way towards space because there's no force to stop him. However, if I were to give him a force, say, I don't know, gravity, that'll cause, Newton's first law says, that will stop him from moving and cause him to come back down to the ground, just like we see here. Okay? And that's why gravity is so important. This is because without gravity, we would all float off into space, just like the astronauts do. But because we know Newton's first law of motion, we know that in spaceships, we're supposed to make things that produce forces. That's why spaceships have ceilings. That's why we have metal bars in spaceships. We have seat belts. We have seats. All of these things produce forces that stop the astronauts from moving all the way into space forever. All right. I hope you all enjoyed the lesson. In the next lesson, we're going to be doing Newton's second law of motion. Have a good day and bye-bye.